Welcome back to the channel, Pokemaniacs. Check out this figure from Funism. This is a figure featuring Mewtwo and Mew, and it looks amazing. The figure is roughly 6 inches tall, and for a 6-inch figure, this thing has such a great level of detail to it. Typically we don't see this in something like this. It's in usually like the larger, more expensive figures that we get this level of detail. Now this figure is available through China, so importing it might be a little bit of an issue. But man, I hope that this, when brands do something like this, I hope that it helps push the bar for other companies to like step up their game, because I really think that this figure looks amazing. Over in Japan, there is a new wave of Pokemon Scale World figures coming out. This whole wave is going to be a collection of all things Hisui. Even though Legends Arceus has been a while since it first came out, we're finally getting this wave of figures featuring the main character, which I don't know if she has like a specific name now that I'm filming this, but it's the character that looks like Dawn. Comes with her, plus a bunch of other Pokemon, including the first partner Pokemon from the games, the Lake Trio, and other Hisuian form Pokemon. And so it's a whole 12 figure pack, and at current prices, it's going for $33 US. So this is like a stupid deal for that many figures. Great Pokemon for that price, like so good. Then supposedly the next wave of Pokemon Funko Pops was released. This wave is going to consist of Pokemon like Slowpoke, Ceruledge, and Turtwig. Which, if this rumor is true, that's a pretty solid wave of Pokemon in my opinion. So we'll see if this actually comes true, but let me know if you're going to add any of these Pokemon to your collection. There are now 1,473 Pokemon vending machines out in the wild in the United States. These machines are also across 25 different states, and compared to last fall where there was only 120, this is a pretty substantial increase in vending machines across the US. I also technically have one just down the street from me, and I still have yet to go. It's in a different grocery store than I typically go to. I need to go make a special trip, see if it even has anything in it. Let me know if you have one in your area though. Every time I see one in social media, it's always either scalpers or breaking the machines, or it's out of stock, so I don't know. This past week we got a few different collections on the English Pokemon Center. First up, we got some hand puppets. This collection actually came out a few months ago on the Japanese side, so actually surprised that it's coming out on the English side. Now we have access to the full-sized hand puppets of these Pokemon, plus there's also some keychain variations for whenever the moment might strike you and you need to put on a little bit of a puppet show. Additionally, there was a whole wave of golf apparel and accessories that came out. It is kind of the season, I guess. It's warmed up quite a bit around here. So you've got all sorts of selections here for performance polos, you got pullovers, shorts, all sorts of things to rep your love for Pokemon while you're playing golf. Plus, these golf club covers of Pikachu and Eevee, those are super cool. I don't even have some golf clubs, and I want these. I think I don't know, I love cool stuff like that. Ditto plushies also snuck their way onto the Pokemon Center this past week, and this wave was actually a huge wave of Pokemon. I wasn't anticipating how many different Pokemon they did. Of course, they had some evolutions on there, but like there was like a Mareep on there, there's Magikarp. I don't know, just really cool, interesting Pokemon on there. But if you do prefer your Ditto in its just regular Ditto form, there was a sleeping Ditto plushie also added to the site. And in Pokédex-sized plushie news, Umbreon and Espeon were added to the Pokemon Center also for pre-order. They are available for pre-order until June 13th on the Pokemon Center. These plushies are the actual listed Pokédex size, so it'll be very much like having your own real-life Pokemon in the house. But they do cost $400 US, so just heads up, it is an investment there. But hey, at least you don't need to clean up after it. This fall, we're going to see Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon go up for pre-order as well. And I do imagine that the Sylveon is going to be kind of a hot item, but that's just my guess. In card news, GameStop is back to limiting how many items people can purchase of the Pokemon TCG. They're back to limiting it to 1 SKU per customer, except for the sleeved booster packs. Those are going to be 5 per customer. And honestly, I'm surprised it took them this long, because they did this a while back. I know Target used to do something very similar. I'm surprised it took them so long to get back to doing something like this, because people have just been hoarding so much product. So hopefully this helps out. It does seem like maybe we've been getting a lot more product out on shelves and online. Maybe it's just me, but in the past week I've gone to 2 different Walmarts in my area, and each time they've had product on there. I actually ran into a guy, he also saw the restock happening. He was like, I can't believe that there's cards here. And I'm like, I know, it's been months. So kind of a funny interaction, but how are things in your area? Do you guys have cards on your shelves? Apparently Costco is also prepping a new Prismatic Evolutions bundle. This bundle is going to include 2 Elite Trainer boxes plus 2 booster bundles, so a total of 30 packs in there. Rumor has it that the bundle is going to cost $120 and be limited to 1 per membership, which is quite the change compared to the last couple of releases Costco has had. So hopefully something like this helps us cut down on all the street fights that are occurring. The next batch of episodes for Pokemon Horizons is coming up. The episodes will be released on Netflix on June 27th, so it does give you a little bit of time to catch up. If you're like me, I've not been keeping up on the anime, I've been a little bit distracted with some things. But the trailers look good, I like the action, so maybe I'm going to actually have to sit down and start watching these episodes. Over at the Johto Times, who is another Pokemon content creator, they have launched their official favorite Pokemon poll of 2025. So I'll link that down below. The poll will allow you to vote for 6 Pokemon per region. Then, Johto Times will then take the top 10 Pokemon from each region, and those Pokemon will go on to the grand final. The poll is open right now until July 31st, and then come August, we'll have that grand final. But before you go, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for more Pokemon content. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me today. Really appreciate it. Good luck to you if you're chasing destined rivals. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.